Hi there folks, welcome back to the Ieva and Andy fishing channel. It's me, Andy.
And Ieva, hi.
So we're sat having a little bit of a chill out by the river at the moment, aren't we? We're actually having a little celebratory brew, and the reason for that is that we've just gone past 12 months of doing YouTube vlogs.
Yes, yeah, it's whoever thought whoever thought that anyone's going to be watching us, so it's really, really exciting. And we've been doing this for a year. We've done 52 vlogs
51,
now?
52, something like that.
I think this might be the 52nd vlog, which is pretty good going.
Well, we had a target, didn't we, to try and do one a week.
One a week,
and see
yeah.
where we got. We've pretty much got there with a couple of breaks.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to do is just take a little bit of time out and just go through the last 12 months really, just have a little look back at some of the stuff we've done. So what we've done after a lot of debate, as you can probably imagine, with Ieva and I, we still don't agree on this now, but we've just about got there. We want to run through our top 5 favourite moments from the vlogs we've done over the last 12 months.
And there's been quite a few as well.
Yeah, it turned out there's a load of really cool moments, but I think we've just about got it down to 5.
To 5, yeah. It's more like 7.
A little bit awkward, but we got there in the end, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So, Ivy, without any further ado, number 5 on the list.
Okay, so we both agreed that number 5 have to be my Y vlog when I've been fishing for the giant grayling. There's just no two ways about it. I've never had a day like that on the River Wye in Derbyshire, fishing for these giant, massive, big grayling. Like, it was just epic. I had, I think, 3 fish or 4 fish at the end, and they were all really big fish. So it's just like the most memorable day of the year for me last year.
I'll never forget the process of catching the first fish. In fact, I think what we'll do now is we'll roll a little bit of footage.
That's a fish. That might be a big grayling. Trout, isn't it? Is it a trout? It's a huge grayling. Huge grayling. Huge grayling. Huge grayling. Oh my god, Ieva, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Oh my god! F***ing hell! Oh my Jesus! Look at that. So, and this is it. I've literally, how can you not say that this is the best day? PB rainbow, PB brown trout, PB grayling, and that's what we came here. Look at that. How huge is this grayling? How can anyone be not happy? It has, I've just noticed it has a little bit of nip on the tail. Some sort of damage, but it's a gorgeous fish. I couldn't be any happier with that. Back you go, buddy.
I haven't heard you get that excited about a fish.
You know it's a good fish when you have to keep telling yourself, don't freak out, don't freak out, don't panic, don't panic.
That was some seriously good panic in there.
It was yeah.
But after that, you followed it up with more big fish. Yeah, as you say, you had 3 or 4 really good ones.
Really,
so it wasn't
really
a fluke.
good fish. Yeah, it wasn't a fluke. And I mean, the river was in such a stunning condition. Most of last year as well, like all rivers around us, we were so blessed with the weather. So just to end my season for last year, just because that was like November, October time, wasn't it? With grayling of that size and just the quality of the fish was so amazing. It was really, really cool. I'm really blessed to live in the location. I think we're both really blessed to live in the location where we're allowed to, and we can go around and fish the River Wye, the River Derwent, the Dove.
It's all right here on the doorstep, isn't it? It's right here in Derbyshire, and the Wye fished phenomenally for grayling, didn't it?
Really did.
At the start of the season, it was like Jurassic Park, some great grayling fishing, and I think you had one of the best days.
Yeah, it was the best day fly fishing I've had in ages. So I think our 4th most memorable vlog was your one on the Trent, wasn't it?
Oh, the big perch.
The big perch.
Yeah, well, I guess in isolation, it's a £2 something perch, of which there are lots on the Trent. But neither you or I have much experience or had much experience fishing that river.
No.
So for me there, it wasn't necessarily about that fish, but it was about the process to get there, because obviously there's a lot of fishing that you guys never get to see. And there's a lot of hours and there's a lot of walking. And I'll be honest, well, you guys probably noticed from the vlogs, I had a really bad season for predator fishing.
I think most of people
Yeah,
did.
it was just a weird time. I really struggled with my predators. I didn't get a really good pike this season at all. A little bit down to time on the water, but it did nowhere fished particularly well.
For a majority of the year, you couldn't fish it. It was too hot.
Yeah, it was a weird one. So, but we put in a lot of miles and a lot of hours on the Trent, and to finally get rewarded with not only a few fish, but one really nice one was really, really cool. So have a quick look at this, because this was one of my favourite moments of the last 12 months. Finally. Oh, it's off. Jeez, I felt like a good fish as well. That's a good one. That feels a good fish. Might not be a perch actually, it could be a pike. It's kiting. Fighting like a perch, that's for sure. Oh, it is a perch. It is a perch. Oh my god, it's an absolute horse, it's huge! Check that bad boy out. Gorgeous fish. Very pleased with that. That's what we came here for. So yeah, really cool moment, made all the sweeter by the fact that I actually lost that fish a couple of casts before. You know, you think at that point, have I blown my chance? You know, was that it? But just testament to getting the baits back out in the water, keep fishing, a technique that I'm confident in with those little reel tail bleaks on a cheb rig. I knew there was going to be one down there for me, I just had to put the time in and finally managed to get one on the bank.
Like you said, it was a real reward to get a fish like that after you tried for so long and so hard. And we do, guys, really try. Obviously we don't take cameras with us everywhere, so but we do go out fishing and trying, and you fished the Trent, you struggled.
I spent some time on that place, some very early mornings, some very late evenings, a lot of miles, but finally got the fish. So number 3 on the list was one of my favourite days, which is a bit weird because it made me look a bit of an idiot that day. So we absolutely love doing these challenges, don't we? We love challenging each other. It's brilliant for me because it keeps it really competitive, and it's great for IB because her skill set has improved massively through the process. And I think this is the first time you beat me in a challenge.
It was the first time and the only time as well.
I reckon you beat me a couple more times since, but it's definitely the first one. And to do it fly fishing, particularly having drawn fishing dry flies on a day when it was actually pretty tough, it was really, really cool. Have a quick look at this and see what you think. Dry fly rod. How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure. Oh god. Oh god. And it flies. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Oh, you get an extra 5 minutes. Oh no. IB, are you ready? 3, 2, 1,
God.
go! Go, go, go!
No pressure, eh?
IB, that's taken 2.5 minutes to hook a fish. Oh my goodness!
How much time? I think it's a beautiful fish. It's quite big as well. I mean, it sideways doesn't fit in my net, but I'm very chuffed. I mean, 3 minutes, who would have known? I'm pretty pleased with myself. Oh shit.
Might be looking at that fish. Wait, wait, wait. Yep, strike!
I'm not saying anything. So with a little bit of Andy's help, I managed to land it. There you go, buddy. Thank you. yes. And how many fish did you have? You know, not gonna say it, but I kind of won and smashed it. And how much time is left?
I am the trout queen.
I am the trout queen and the winner.
So absolutely heaps of fun, and you seem to quite enjoy that.
I enjoyed winning a lot, yeah.
That's where you gained the name the trout queen.
I know, yeah, no, it was so much fun. It was an absolute epic day as well. It was so hot, middle of summer, and like just the backstory of it as well, that we struggled in the day and we kept getting people jumping into our spots literally like 2 feet like just before us, ruining our swims and stuff like that.
Well, one thing I do want to throw in here,
yeah,
that some of you guys picked up on the internet, we got a few messages and stuff about this. We got the scoring wrong.
We got it so wrong, honestly.
There's no escaping it. At that point it was a draw, wasn't it?
In
you
fact,
needed to catch another fish.
We should insert the text message that you sent to me while I was at work.
Yeah, while I was editing the video, I watched it back and I was like, hang on a minute, these points don't add up.
Yeah.
And actually, at that point we were drawing. Although what I will say was that IB still had best part of half an hour left. Only needed to catch one fish, and they were everywhere. After we finished the vlog, we climbed back in, didn't we?
Yeah,
I think
we still fished for like, I think until we literally couldn't see.
We must have had another dozen fish.
Yeah.
So, while the points were wrong, Ivy would definitely have won that one, I think.
Because I'm the trout queen.
Because she is the trout queen, apparently. We're having a rematch on this. You wait, coming this summer. I'm getting that one back.
And while we're on the subject on fishing the Derwent, which we did on the roulette challenge, our favourable moment number 2 was my wild rainbow trout, my first wild rainbow that was caught in the Derwent.
Yeah, that was cool. So we'd fished the Y the week before, hadn't we? And generally on the Y, if you catch a couple of fish, one of them's going to be one of the wild rainbows.
And I was really unlucky.
You caught a beautiful brownie. You had a really big brownie, but didn't manage a wild rainbow trout. So that was really weird because you caught a few. But that nymphing on the Derwent.
The whole day was epic. The video is quite long. Well, it's about 28 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's a biggie.
But we caught so many fish that day, and the weather was dreadful. Like, it was raining the whole time. It was really windy, but like we didn't feel any of that. All I remember from that day is only the fact that I had my wild rainbow. I was slapped by a fish in my face, literally. And the fact that like it was one of the most epic vlogs we've done, and that was only our 3rd vlog.
It was pretty epic, wasn't it? Why don't we have a quick look at that one?
It's a rainbow! It's a rainbow! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, you beauty! I might be the happiest girl in the world right now. So, I just caught a wild rainbow. I've never had wild rainbow before. It's so beautiful. It's so stunning. I feel like I'm gonna cry as well. Are you gonna release him now? My first rainbow! My first rainbow! Okay, I need a moment now. Like, oh. As soon as the fish jumped, I knew it's a trout, obviously, but I didn't expect I'm gonna get a rainbow trout. Now let's go catch some more.
Well, I think the celebrations there pretty much say it all, don't they?
Yeah.
You were pumped at that point.
I cried as well, if I
did have a
remember.
little cry, didn't you?
Like, it was such a special moment to catch a wild rainbow trout. And the fact that like we do live in Derbyshire and it's just so beautiful and stunning, and we have the opportunity to catch the wild rainbows. You know, not everyone gets, so it was just a very surreal moment. Yeah, we had a few that day. It's interesting actually, the Y is a Derwent tributary. So we're starting to see now those wild rainbows. We don't know whether they're moving down and spawning in the Derwent, but they're definitely resident fish in there, aren't they? There's a couple of fish we've caught 2 or 3 times. So they're gradually, very slowly creeping down that river system. Really, really cool. very cool. And with that, the most coolest and the most epic moment of the year has to be your PB brown trout.
Well, I think this was about the only one we totally agreed on, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's going to be number one? Oh,
yeah, we know exactly
what's
going to be number one. So yeah, it was. Geez, it was a special moment. I tell you, rather than waffle straight on it now, we're going to roll the footage of me playing this fish because
there's a lot of tears there as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Take a look at this. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, in amongst a wow.
It's going back to Ashbourne itself.
In amongst a pool of rising trout, I've managed to hook the only bonefish. Now obviously I really don't want this fish this far away. If he gets in those trees, we're in real trouble. This is a good fish. I'm really not sure what it is. Trying to be as relaxed as possible, but my heart is absolutely pounding at the moment. No, 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 no. Yes!
Finally!
Oh, it's a huge fish. I think that's wild.
Wow, look at the butterfly.
I don't even know what to say. That is almost certainly my biggest ever UK trout. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's huge.
It's ginormous. Oh god.
On a size 16 dry fly. Oh my goodness.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
I can't believe it. It's huge.
Look at the belly, how yellow that is.
Oh, it's so heavy. It's so heavy. Oh my goodness.
The belly just goes flat on your hands.
It's so heavy. And we'll give him as long as he needs. If he wants an hour sat here recovering, we'll be here for an hour. I want to make sure this guy's in perfect nick. Oxygen around his gills has just kicked a little bit. Come on, you're going to have to kick harder than that.
Well done, babe.
Totally lost the words. That's a special one. I hope that made as good viewing as it was to actually play it, because that was probably the most terrifying 10 minutes of my entire life.
Come here, I just want to hug now.
Oh.
Baby, well done. Well done, baby.
I don't really know. I still don't really know what to say about that. I mean, the one thing I will say is that while I was absolutely thrilled to get the fish and made the call on the fly and stuff like that, there was a huge amount of luck involved in this.
You had was it on 7X?
Yeah, it was on like 2.8 pound zipper, but even before that, we nearly didn't go. Because Ieva was back late from work a little bit. We only had about 2 hours, didn't we?
Literally like 2 hours.
So we very nearly didn't go. And then when we got there was nothing rising and there was a horrible breeze, at which point we nearly left again.
Yeah, and then it was like everything was blossoming, all the fields were blossoming, and I'm super allergic. So you can see in the video, my eyes are just red and crying all the time. So even then I was like, I just want to go home.
Yeah, in truth, up until the point where I hooked that fish, we weren't actually enjoying that much, were we? It was pretty tough.
When you were casting out that fish, I already stopped fishing. I was like, look, I'm not enjoying this. I'm more than happy just to chill in the background and film you. Yeah, and I'm so glad I did.
Yeah, absolutely. We were really close to just packing up, and we went down into that pool, and it was quiet. And just as we were thinking about leaving, fish started rising, and bizarrely, and I don't think I can remember it happening since then, there was a hatch of duns as it was going dark. Now I've heard of this happening before with large darks, but I don't think I'd ever actually seen it happen. So, you know, usually at that time of the evening you fish in the spinner fall or the caddis fall when the flies are dropping back down onto the surface. But that's not what was happening there. There were actually flies hatching at near dark. It was very, very strange. The other bit of huge luck, looking back, it didn't feel like it at the time, a massive stroke of luck, was missing the fish the cast before.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I'd have hooked that fish, because that was past where I hooked the big one, if I'd have hooked that fish, it would have spooked the pool. There's nothing to say that fish wasn't a 15-pounder, but I'm pretty sure it probably wouldn't have been as big as the fish that I caught. So, yeah, there was so much there there that was out of my control.
When the fish started to go, like, shoot down the...
Yeah, it shot down that pool, didn't it, into
Yeah.
that real deep water. I mean, again, I had no right to land that fish. I really didn't. I was very, very fortunate, very grateful for the fortune. I'm lucky to have the right kind of kit to be able to deal with that kind of stuff. But I'm under no illusions. That probably won't happen again. Just thrilled to have got it on camera.
More than anything from our vlog, what you can see that even if it feels like that's it, I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna go home or whatever, you never know what's around the corner waiting from you. You never know. Anything can happen. Your PB brown trout can happen, my white grayling can happen, a wild rainbow from the Derwent can happen, anything can happen.
One of our friends has got a saying, hasn't he? Guy called Chris Lowe, shout out to you, Chris. Chris always says, keep casting, keep dreaming, keep believing. And it's a little bit cliche, it's a little bit weird, it's very Chris Lowe. But actually,
it's very true.
It's kind of got a point. Just
Very
keep
true.
fishing, just keep fishing, and eventually it happens for you. Even on the horrible days, on the hard days, just keep doing it. John B, keep fishing, never stop. It's the same thing, just keep fishing
Just don't
and
give
you'll
up.
get the rewards, we promise. So one other standout thing is the amount of comments that we get on the videos. We love reading the comments. Actually, when we first started the vlog, it's one of the things we were a bit worried about, because when you open yourself up to criticism
Yes.
from the internet, it can be a little bit intimidating, and we weren't really sure what to expect.
Especially the fact that YouTube is such an anonymous thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can just create any account and comment anything you want, really. And we had a few nasty comments, but they were
very
loads,
few. Very few. The vast majority of what we get is great feedback or a lot of fun. There's always some banter going on in
Yeah.
comments. So please, if any of you feel like saying something about a video, bad or good, whatever you want to say, engage with us. We love that stuff. We really like talking to you guys, and it helps us create the blog that you want.
And when we say it, honestly, we're not lying. It is our absolutely favorite day, like moment of the day, to sit down after work and just go through all the comments and actually talk to you guys.
So on the subject of favourite moments of the day, we're getting towards one of my favourite moments of the day, which is the bit where we stop filming and start fishing.
And go fishing.
We've got some fish rising next to us. So we're going to wrap this up now, guys. We're going to wrap it up with a huge, huge thanks to you, because none of these vlogs would be worth any of it without you guys taking the time to spend your valuable time out of your life to sit and watch us, messing about by rivers and lakes. Who'd have thought it?
No, thank you guys so much. Thank you, and cheers to another great year on YouTube.
Guys, please give this video a like. Definitely please subscribe to the channel, because we've got some really cool stuff coming up. We're literally about to film a vlog now, and there's fish rising everywhere, so it should be a good one. Drop us a comment in the comment section, let us know what you think of what we're up to, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye.